Hey guys, my name is Alex, and today we're going to talk about the merge, which is just around the corner. So, what is the merge? Why it is so anticipated? What are the main misconceptions about the merge, and how it actually can affect the Ethereum price? All the answers will be in this video. So, let's go and find it. Ethereum developers were coming up for this particular moment for more than 7 years. This is a true historical moment for Ethereum, for the cryptocurrency world in the general, because Ethereum is finally switching the mechanism of consensus from proof of work to proof of stake. It does mean that the miners won't be more involved in the block production, and these roles go to the validators. Actually, anyone can become a validator since 2020 when the Beacon sidechain was implemented. So you just need to stake more than 32 Ethereums to the special smart contract, and you will have a right to validate a new node, a new blocks in the chain. So, according to the current data, there is more than 420,000 of different validators, and the total value of Ethereum locked on the smart contracts is exceeding 13.4 million. 13.4 million Ethereums are locked into this special validating system. So this switch between the proof of work to proof of stake, it should be taken out very, very smoothly. So you don't need to do anything with your balances. They should be kept as like all the track record, all the liquidity, all the tokens, like everything should remain the same. Like you don't need to do anything with it. This should be done very, very smoothly. In like the main concept, I can, say that it's something like, imagine that you do have a car with the two engines, right? So you do have a gasoline engine and you do have a electric engine. And the idea is that at some point you will be like switching from one engine to another engine, like from the gasoline to the electric one, without any reduction of the speed. So this is something like this is coming up with Ethereum. Ethereum will continue to produce block. Everything will be the same, but the mechanism of the work will be different. So this leads to three actually main reasons why the merge is so important, and we'll discuss it in the next part of this video. So there are three main reasons, three main issues why the merge is so important. The first one is the energy consumption reduction. So the blockchain consumption of the energy will be reduced from the 112 terawatt hours per year to almost zero. So reduction will take place for almost 99.95%. This is a huge impact on the ecological issues all around the world, and this is one of the greatest points in the merge. The next one is the increased security. It considered to be so that proof of stake is more secure than the proof of work because it just don't make any sense for the validators to attack the network, because they need to deposit around like 32 Ethereums, and they do have like withdrawal limitations. They'll be just shooting their legs if they will be attacking the blockchain itself. And the third one, like the last but not the least, is this is a very important step in the further development, the further implementations of Ethereum 2.0. For instance, for the sharding. And these updates are aimed to improve the scalability of the system, and they cannot be implemented without the merge. Let's discuss 5 biggest misconceptions about the merge. So the first one, you need to transfer your funds somewhere. This is false. Actually, if you recognize such messages coming around from like anybody, this is 100% scam. Like you don't need to do anything with your liquidity. The transfer will be done flawlessly. So you don't need to send your ETH or wherever other tokens on Ethereum mainnet nowhere. Like stay safe, don't do nothing. The next one, the merge will reduce gas fees. This is also false. So the merge is the change of the consensus mechanism, but it doesn't affect somehow on the gas fees at all. So the next one, transaction will be noticeably faster after the merge. This is actually partly true, but not after the merge exactly, but in the further implementation. Just after the merge, the block production time will be approximately the same. So you won't see any big difference over here. So next one, staking APR is expected to triple after the merge. This is sometimes called triple halving. Now, actually, this is false. So Ethereum Foundation think that there will be some increase in APR, maybe 50%, but not 200% that the majority is anticipating. And the final one, the merge will result in a downtime of the chain. So actually, this is also false. There will be no downtimes in the work of the system. It will go flawlessly, but some dApps and some taxes they close the interaction with Ethereum mainnet during the merge, just in case. Let's talk about the most interesting subject, what we will see in the Ethereum price chart after the proof of stake implementation. Actually, if we're talking about long term, there is a lot of chances that Ethereum will have an inflationary burning mechanism coming out after the merge. According to the ultrasound money report, Ethereum total supply will peak at around 120 million Ethereums and then start to go down slowly. This is a very, very important and nice moment for Ethereum growing in the price in a long-term perspective. So Vitalik Buterin is telling us that there will be a lot of volatility coming around the merge. So if we will think about the short-term perspective, yeah, I would say the volatility will be increasing, but where the Ethereum will go? Actually, there is not so much data that is telling us that Ethereum should pump into the price. If we take a look at the Google Trends, there is a lot of attention coming around to the merge itself, but there is no trend peaks around Ethereum purchase from the retail users. So from this point of view, from retail customers' point of view, I guess the merge is not so anticipated. Also, we need to think about the miners in this situation. Like, the miners will lose their job, literally speaking. They cannot use the hash power to produce Ethereums anymore. And the earnings were going down from 50 millions in the peak to 20 millions per day recently. But in the very nearest future, they will be gone from the system. And some of the Ethereum miners, actually, some like Channel Go, were proposing to create a hard fork of Ethereum and to name it Ethereum PWE. So, but the idea was rejected by the communities, was rejected by the main respected crypto entities like Uniswap or OpenSea. And so there is an open up question: will the miners dump the price at the moment, because they possess a lot of liquidity? They don't have any withdrawal limitations at the stakers, and they can just be angry on the whole ecosystem because they can do this. And will they do or not? This is an open up question. Continue talking about short-term perspective. Let's take a look at the charts. Actually, Ethereum / all altcoins are doing pretty well for the last couple of months. So you can see that since mid June, Ethereum is located in an upcoming trend. So the price doubled since this time, while the Bitcoin was mostly traded in some sort of a flat market, some sort of consolidation, not going higher or lower. So the main idea that from technical analysis point of view, Ethereum is looking quite bullish in the short-term perspective. And we need to keep in mind that the merge should bring in some volatility at the market. So this volatility can be either with some bullish momentums or the bearish momentums. If we're talking about bullish momentums, it will be very nice that the price of Ethereum will breach through this level of $2,000 per one Ethereum. And this can represent some sort of a change on a medium-term trend. And maybe at this particular moment, Ethereum will drive the other cryptocurrencies with it. So maybe it will be one of the, these few moments when not the Bitcoin is driving all the cryptocurrency market. From the other hand, there is like some chances and some ideas which we have discussed that Ethereum price will go down. I mean, like in the moment, right after when the merge will actually take place. And this will bring us to some downtrend. So this will be, just a part of downtrend movement, some sort of upcoming wave on this further downwards movement. So in this case, we need to be very, very precise about the price fluctuations, and if the price will get lower this local minimum, I guess Ethereum and all the crypto are in a very, very big trouble. So this is what can be observed on the local history, but let's go back for some fundamentals. But you know what? Maybe it doesn't make a lot of sense, like thinking around whether the price of Ethereum will go up or down when the merge will occur. Yeah, there will be some volatility without any doubt. But let's think to the perspective, let's think for long term back again. According to the Wall Street Journal, SEC is now considering supporting a special bill which will give a special right for CFTC to oversight BTC plus Ethereum. Why is it so important? Because Ethereum can be considered as a community rather than security, and it can be like classified as community by the US regulators. This is huge news coming around, and this is all can be implemented because of the merge. Because due to the staking, Ethereum will be, let's say, more bond-like because of the staking, and the regulators will be coming around and entering with multi-billion checks into this ecosystem, which is in general great for the Ethereum price, Ethereum/altcoin price. So according to the JP Morgan, if this will occur in the nearest future, it will affect largely on the amount of liquidity which Ethereum is possessing right now in form of staking, for instance. So now staking is producing about $9 billion per year, but if these regulatory issues will be changed, it can be increased up to 40 billion per quarter, up to 225. So just in a few years up ahead. And this is, again, the greatest price impact that we can actually think about. So the merge is opening the door for the regulators to inflow this institutional capital inside the ecosystem. This is really great. So now you know more about the merge, why it is so important for the Ethereum blockchain development, what are the main misconceptions over here, and how this really can affect the Ethereum price in the short term and in the long term. So please be very careful when you're trading during this event, because there will be a spike in the volatility with a very high probability. So I wish you very nice and happy trading on Ethereum and other cryptocurrencies. So in order to stay tuned for our next videos, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, to ring a bell, to do all of this interesting stuff. And I'll see you next time, guys. Take care.